What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys having an absolutely fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, today's video we're going to be hopping into some of the best ideas coming from the Brawl Stars community in regards to an update coming in the near future. As you guys know, the Brawl Stars dev team have been on vacation for quite a while now, but should be back very soon. So we need to get this ball rolling, the discussion going in the community about update ideas. What's going to be the best thing for the game in this next update? And I think some of the ideas that we have today are really good ones, and I would love to see them implemented in this next one. I just want to make sure that you all know that your ideas do not go unnoticed, and they help out the community immensely. If you guys were paying attention to my video yesterday, in the end of the video I mentioned that we're all kind of on this boat together in the community. We all have our part, so ideas and stuff like that really help the longevity and the progression of Brawl Stars when updates come out. So make sure to keep those epic ideas coming. Also, before we hop into the juicy information in today's video, I'd like to go over a few quick announcements. The very first one is I'd like to plug my club. As you guys know, I just recently created IXRay not too long ago, and we have 9 different spots open. Right now, we're in the sweaty season. I announced it not too long ago, so everyone in the club is trying their hardest to push up higher than they ever have. So we're trying to get to those higher up leaderboards. I think when we had a fuller club, we were at like top 24, which is insane. So that'd be cool if you guys would join up. We're really cool in here. I tried to communicate with you guys as much as possible, sending some love, having some fun games here and there. So yeah, go ahead and join if you'd like. Also, number 2, and this one is incredibly important, guys. It's my mom's birthday today, and she literally reads every single comment on my videos. So that'd be cool if you could like surprise her or something like that. Just put happy birthday Ray's mom or something like that. That'd be really cool. But that's besides the point. Let's hop into this video. Here we go. Okay guys, so hopping into idea number 1, I'm going to be trying to start off with the best ideas personally right off the start of the video, and then more towards the kind of cosmetic stuff at the end that I just personally think are really cool and I would like to kind of have implemented in the game. So the very first one is, as you can see, using coins for other things in the game, not necessarily gems or anything like that, but I am a big fan, or I am behind the movement of using coins for something else. Guys, I'm sitting on close to 200,000 coins inside of Brawl Stars, and it seems like kind of a later end of the progression system where you start racking up a lot of coins when you have a lot of your brawlers maxed and you're opening up a good amount of brawl boxes. I know, of course, if you're a little bit lower in trophies, the constant progression in the game is trying to save up coins, getting power points, and leveling up your brawlers, which tends to have people at really low amounts of coins. But man, once you get higher up and you have all your brawlers maxed, your coins are useless. So I'd love to spend them on other things. Possibly I've been flirting with the idea of being able to donate them to your club mates. How cool would that be? Number 1, you're helping out your club and their progression, and overall just like the club's well-being, being able to push up higher trophies if you're higher level and things along those lines. And number 2, wouldn't it make you feel good if you could just help out someone with some coins? The coins are expensive in this game, guys. They cost a lot when it comes to gems. Like if I could convert my 200,000 coins into gems, it'd be like worth like $500 or something like that. I think I did it a while back, something close to that. But I would love to be able to spend coins on something else in the game, and it doesn't necessarily have to be gems. That'd be awesome. Oh, and by the way, this one was by Edico 72 days ago, which is why the shop looks a little bit different, but it's a good way to exemplify the point. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so getting into the next one, and this one is by Sector03, and we're kind of getting back into that realm of challenges and daily tasks, things along those lines, which I find really fun. When it comes to Brawl Stars, what we do inside the game is just kind of trophy push, going on this grind, trying to get your star tokens, your star keys, whatever you want to call them, and try to progress your account. But in the end, it's basically just pushing up your trophies on your own accord. What do you want to accomplish in the game? Whereas this is kind of like a break from what you're doing in the game, where, you know what, it's going to force you, number 1, to play with different brawlers. As you can see, if it's kind of like this template, like the first one is defeat 3 enemy Colts while playing as Bull. It just kind of forces you to do something out of the ordinary, something to accomplish other than just trophy pushing, as well as you can get some pretty cool rewards and help progression if you're a free-to-play player, which I feel like we kind of lack inside the game to a certain degree, which we'll have to see. I'm assuming that these things are going to be coming in the game in the near future, like challenges and fun stuff like that, like we see in Clash Royale. We're still pretty early on, and I think that's something that we kind of got to keep in the back of our heads, that Brawl Stars is a very young game, and this stuff will be coming in the near future. So really looking forward to that, and I would love to see this possibly in the next update. That would be fantastic. Moving on to the next one, this one is by Chrono Pierce, and he's been on the channel in our update wishlist videos multiple times, but man, this would be so freaking nice. Guys, I've been enjoying playing with randoms a lot as of recently, especially if you're not super high in trophies with a brawler, maybe like in the middle 500s or like 600, you can make a random team comp work. But when you come across that one team comp that you love and you are clicking it with two random dudes and you just keep going on and on and on with the play again function, it'd be really cool to be able to switch your brawlers or even like chat amongst them, maybe have a longer waiting time, not the countdown being 11 seconds or something like that, and kind of strategize amongst yourself with randoms. Number one, it'd be a really great way to make friends inside the game if you can kind of hit it off with someone and do really good in game. And if you want to play again with them, heck yeah, add them to your friends list. As well as, I mean, it's just kind of another thing to add to the game that is unique and something that I feel like the community has been wanting for a while. This one got a lot of upvotes, almost 6,000 upvotes, 5.6k, so I think people are on board for that. I don't know if it would be hard to implement, but it's a really cool feature that I would love in an update here in the near future. Moving on to the next one, this is by Chief Pekka, and man, all these names are incredibly familiar. These guys that keep coming on the channels for these ideas, thank you. You guys are doing a real big service to the Brawl Stars community. But this is called the draft chests, or draft brawl boxes, draft chests. I've got Clash Royale on my mind, but I think it'd be cool to have a little bit more control. You guys probably remember me saying that in multiple different videos, where that sense of control of your account I feel like is incredibly important, and opening up brawl boxes and getting like PowerPoints for a brawl that you don't necessarily play with a lot, or maybe like a star power that you wish you had, but you got something else. Maybe you're hunting maybe like cough cough Wonder Brad for that Brock 4 rocket star power but couldn't get it. Maybe with like a special redesign of a brawl box, make it look different and stuff like that. Just different brawl boxes in the game to have a little bit more control over your account. I really like this concept, and I think it'd be great for the game for sure. Okay, so the next one is by End of Linex, and guys, I want this so incredibly bad. This isn't like a game-changing update implementation or anything like that, but I would love to be able to see more in-depth statistics at the end of each game, like how much % you did with damage. If you got star player, why did you get star player? What did you do differently? How much % damage did you deal in order to get that star power? Or like kill death ratio would be really cool, being able to see how much you popped off. If you got like 10 kills, 0 deaths, you know why you got star player that way. As well as, wouldn't it be cool to have just like overall statistics as well, kill death ratio overall, being able to see how good you are like that. It kind of circles back to different games like Call of Duty, where people are always trying to like flex their kill death ratio. If you got like a 2.0 kill death ratio, you're a beast at the game. Same could go for Brawl Stars. I don't know how hard that would be to implement, as well as now that we're kind of into it, it'd be hard to program it in, but maybe like a clean slate starting off fresh, everyone's got a 0-0 KD and once it would be implemented, that'd be so incredibly cool. I just want more in-depth statistics. I think that's a lot of fun in games that already have it other than just Brawl Stars. So please, that'd be so awesome. Okay, so the next one is by Yude0, and I really kind of like this idea. I've been trying to flirt with the idea of how to get star points in a different manner other than just season reset. But then on the other hand, I'm also thinking in the back of my mind that the reason that they are implemented into the game is to kind of give late game progression, or rewarding that grind past 500 trophies, where if you were to get star points in a different way, it might kind of feel weird. The whole point of having like a Night Mecha Crow skin or something like that is because you grinded really hard to get it. But I think it'd be cool. It doesn't necessarily have to be star points or anything like that, but rewards in order to push up in your club. So like we see that a lot in different games like Clash of Clans. Way back in the day, I remember like the top clans at the end of the season, like an odd number of people, like the higher up people in those clubs that grinded a lot and got really high in trophies, got like a reward in gems or something like that. So it'd give incentive to push up in the game a little bit more than just what we have now, which is normally just like what you want to do, setting your own goals in the game. So having some sort of kickback would be really cool, and I'm assuming stuff like this might come in the near future. It's like those little things that just kind of improve the game over time, these little tiny implementations that we could be getting, but we'll have to see, hopefully. Okay, so moving on to the next one. I don't know how practical this would be. I don't know how it would play out in game, but I loved the idea. It's so creative, and it's by Amir Kaka 22. Guys, take a look at this. Okay, so in Siege, we have the bolts inside the game, and when you pick them up, you get the robot. Whoever wins the robot typically wins in the end, if you can collect the most bolts. But take a look at this. So each of these bolts are different. So you have acid bolt, freeze bolt, energy bolt, and heal bolt, and each of them have different properties when you pick them up. Acid bolt and freeze bolt are the negative ones. So acid, as you can see, the brawler who picks this up loses 25% of their health in 3 seconds, and then freeze bolt is the brawler who picks this up is stunned for 2 seconds. And then on the other hand, the purple bolt and the yellow bolt, the energy and the heal, both do beneficial things. So I think the energy, yeah, is increased movement speed, and heal is that you get some healing effects going. So I think that's so freaking cool. It makes you make decisions in the game, like, oh gosh, there's an acid bolt. Do I pick it up? It could help out my team. We got to get this robot, but we might lose control because I might end up dying. It's like a more complicated version of Siege, and I really like the idea. Super creative. This type of stuff is really cool because when things like this come out, then the Brawl Stars dev team can be like, oh, that's interesting, very creative. How can we make changes to it so that it's feasible in game? So I really like this one a lot. Okay, so we're getting close to the ideas that I have in today's video. This one I found really cool. Much like the emotes that we have in Clash Royale, it would be moved to Brawl Stars. We already have these images created, like the spike one, the bull, as well as the needle one, but not really being used in game at all, as you can see. But I think it'd be really cool being able to communicate in game in a certain way. Maybe there'd be like a sidebar by your name in game, or like a button in the top right hand corner. There would be introduced like a little bit of BM or stuff like that, which I think is pretty fun sometimes. So when someone spins on me, I get a little triggered. I think everyone does, but I think it's funny. It's like playful banter. And this was made by War Mix 7, and I really like this one. I don't think star points would be appropriate. I'd say just straight gems like we see in Clash Royale as well. I don't know, maybe we'll have to see. This is really cool. And the final one that I want to bring up in today's video is by Chrono Pierce as well. I think his second one of the day. And as you can see, it's got 6.7k upvotes in its night mode. Guys, this is reminding me a lot of like Halloween type stuff. And guys, Halloween is kind of right around the corner. It's one of my favorite holidays. Different environments on the map that are for seasonal changes I feel like would be really cool. Maybe like a Christmas one once Christmas came around the corner, or like winter where it's like snowing on the ground. We've already seen that in game beforehand. So it'd be cool to have something for like Halloween. Maybe have some like pumpkins laying around, like jack-o'-lanterns and ghosts flying around the map. That'd be so freaking epic. I would love this. And this is more of like a cosmetic thing like I mentioned beforehand, but still freaking sweet. I'm on board for this one, please. Okay guys, so those are all the ideas that I have for you in today's video. I love doing these types of videos because I feel like it kind of stirs up the community. If you guys have like a cool idea in the back of your mind that you've been thinking about for a little bit, now's the time, guys. It's always a good time to post your ideas. Even if they don't get that much attention over on Reddit, I'm sure someone will see it and it will kind of progress from there, kind of getting the snowball rolling, you know what I mean? As well as it really helps the dev team to find some sort of point to start. Sometimes like a really good idea, they take the structure of it or the concept of it and then kind of add some of their own ideas into it, and then it comes into the game, like we've seen definitely in the past with some of the brawlers that we have in the game and just other ideas in general. But yeah, really enjoyed these videos. Make sure to leave in the comments down below which one you enjoy the most, as well as make sure to leave your ideas as well. Reddit is always a really good place to do that, and I'm always skimming over there. That'd be really cool. Would love to see some of your ideas pop up over there. But yeah guys, hopefully you all enjoyed the video today. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. Also consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Being a part of the Ray fam, I would truly appreciate that. So guys, with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we will see you in the next video. Peace out.